Hello everyone, this is Nick with thedigitalYardSale.com, and I am here today to show you a brand new Photoshop action I've created. It is called the Instant Vintage Photo action, and what I mean by that is it basically will take a regular photo and turn it into an instant style, Polaroid style photo. Real quick, I'm going to show you what it can do in just a matter of seconds. Yeah, so there we go. That was not sped up at all. That was real time. You saw that happen. This is just a regular photo we have, and we opened it up and we clicked go on the action. It has a realistic drop shadow with a 3D edge here, a beveled edge, and right off the bat it adds a instant border, like an instant photo frame, to make it look like an old style Polaroid. This is a great action that can save you a lot of time in the design process if you want to achieve this effect. So real quick, I'm going to explain how to install the action and how to use it. So once you've purchased and downloaded the Photoshop actions, you're going to unzip them and you're going to have 5 files here. You're going to have a README file, which I strongly recommend reading, which is going to explain installation and uses for the actions. And then you have your 4 files that you're going to install. So you have your actions, you have your brushes, a pattern, and tools. These all need to be installed. Now the quickest way to install them is to just double click on each one and they should all install. But if for some reason that doesn't work, once you're in Photoshop, go to Edit, Presets, Preset Manager, and click on this. So when you're in here, you should be able to scroll down and see the new brushes that were added at the bottom down here, and then you'll also be able to see the tools that were added, and then you'll also be able to see the patterns that were added. And if you don't, click within this preset manager, you can click load and load each of those, and then to load the actions you'll want to open your actions palette, which if you don't see it in your palette, you can go to Window, Actions, and that will open it. But you can go to your actions palette and click this in the upper right and say load actions right here, and then click on the actions that are included. The ATN file is the actions. So once you've got your actions loaded, you should see Insta Vintage Photo, and then there's 4 actions. They're all the same action except they vary in sizes. So this one you'll see is ideal for 2400 to, let me see, I moused off of it there. 2400 to 4000. This one's ideal from 1100 to 2400, 500 to 1100, and less than 500 pixels. So to measure your image, to know which action to use, you can go to Image, Image Size, and you want to see the largest of the width and the height. And so the width is 1280, so that's the largest size. And so that means we're going to use this second one, I believe, yes, between 1100 and 2400. So that was the one that's ideal. So I'm going to click on that one, and then I'm just going to come down here and hit play. But before I do that, this action is designed to use on images that have just been opened. And what I mean by that is that the image itself will be on the background layer. So if you don't see a background layer that has the little lock right here, make sure that your image is the only layer. And let's say that it doesn't have the lock and it's not named background, so it looks like that. What you want to do is highlight that layer and then come here to Layer, New, Background from Layer, and that will fix that. So once you've got that handled, select the appropriate action and then click the play button, and you're done. And you can see we have some settings here that we can modify. So if I zoom in, you'll see that the border actually has a slight texture, and that's this pattern overlay. If I want to remove it altogether, I can just click that little eye next to it and it gets rid of it, or I can click into the pattern and I can lower the opacity or raise the opacity to make it more textured. That's up to you. If you want to get rid of the drop shadow, you can get rid of it there, or if you want to lessen the drop shadow, you can select it and move the opacity there. You can change the background color here, or as you see, all these layers are linked, And so when I click and drag, they're all going to drag around like that. That makes it easy to drag and drop from this to another file. Now I use the medium, which is 1100 to 2400, which works with this because this is 1200 pixels wide. But I can also use the one below it if I want the border size to be thinner. So if I want a thinner border size, I can click the one right beneath it. So I use the medium, now I'm going to use the small, and I'm going to click play. It's going to run the same action, except now the border is a lot smaller. So if you prefer that look, you can always do that. You're not required to use within those recommended sizes. Now I'm going to show you that it works on photos of any ratio, vertical or horizontal. So here we've got a pretty tall and skinny photo of the Statue of Liberty. It is 1488 pixels tall. So that's going to fall back in with the medium here. So I'm going to click the medium and I'm going to click play. And there we go. It works the exact same way. The borders are still going to be even no matter what the ratio is. So you can use this on any size, any ratio for your photos, and it will always work. So that's it, guys. I hope you like this action. It can be a real time saver. If you do enjoy it, please leave a like and a comment below. There is a link in the description where you can purchase the action and lots of other actions that I have on graphicriver.com. That's it for now. This has been Nick with thedigitalyardsale.com, and I will see you next time.